Hello again, Whiskey Whippers and Spirit Sippers. Wun Wun here again, and today we got another one. Today we're going to be talking about Oban Little Bay.
Alright.
Oh man, I've been getting the Obans. Ran into this back at that poker tournament. This was the other one, the other bottle I got besides the old Colonel E.H. Taylor down here. I also bought the Oban Little Bay. Got this. This one's going for about 114 up here. I believe I got it down there for... Oh, no. It's my fault. This one I actually got in Vegas. It was the Oban 14 I got down at that tournament with the E.H. Taylor. This one I actually got in Vegas for a smashing deal. Up here it is $114. I got it in Vegas. I shit you not, $42.
Say what?
The kid finally comes through with a deal. $42. I mean, I don't even know if you can buy it that cheap in Cali, but I was super stoked to get it. I couldn't believe my eyes. Probably should have bought two. But yeah, I can't wait to open this bad boy up. Today we're talking all about the Oban Little Bay.
You just blew my fucking mind.
I'm just always so excited to get a good deal. And like I said, knowing that it's going for $114 up here and I got it for $42, I was like, yes sir, let's do it. So yeah, real excited to break into this one. Great deal. Let's hope it's a great juice. Not too shabby. Oh, as you already know, I got started off with the Game of Thrones collection, and the Oban Bay Reserve is one of my favorites in that collection. I just really like the flavor of that one. I actually started, got the prime palate, got the palate all primed up with that one. So you already know, just did the Oban Bay 14, and now it's time to get into the Little Bay. Other than that, the only one that I haven't tasted, or I have tasted but I don't have, is the Oban Bay Distillery's Dessert, or the Oban Bay Distillery Reserve, or whatever it is. And I don't know if they poured me the right thing or if it was just something off, but at that restaurant I was just not the biggest fan. And I love the Oban Bay. I love Oban Bay profiles. So yeah, it's weird that I didn't really like it, but hoping this one will fare a lot better. Let's get into the Oban Little Bay. Right off the bat, it has that distinct distillery note. A little bit peated, but not over the top. A little bit of that salty seawater, a little bit of that brine. Oh, a little bit of a brown sugar and an oak note. Man, I just opened this and the aromas are jumping out of the glass. I've actually seen other videos where they pit this one up against the Oban Bay Reserve right there. And this one actually won, so I'm excited to see because I really like that one. I probably like the Oban Bay Reserve a little bit better than the Oban Bay 14. The Oban Bay 14's, I don't want to say watery, but it just seems a little bit light. This one's the same as the other two, coming in at 43%, or 43% ABV. So yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of color. It's probably chill filtered, probably a little bit of color added, but I don't know. I don't think it's too much, and I mean, it looks like pretty clean. It's not too dark. So we shall see in the flavors. Oh man, it's kind of a sweetness. I'm thinking brown sugar, but it's not quite that sweet, but kind of in that direction. Definitely an oak note, salty, briny. But there is a sweetness on top of it. I'm excited to see how that taste and flavor profile works out. Almost just a tiny tinge of a peanut butter note. I mean, it's not quite there, but just the tiniest bit of a peanut butter note. Oh yeah, but that briny, that peaty, briny. I don't hope this isn't too peaty over the top. The other two aren't too bad, so I'm hoping this one isn't. But this one does have that nose. The Oban 14 smells pretty peaty, and it's not quite that bad. I mean, it's there, but it's not quite that bad. It's perfectly ebbed out in the Oban Bay Reserve. I mean, oh, it's such a sweet, savory taste. Sweet and salty and just flavorful. Man, this one smells sweeter than both of those. I'm really excited to taste this. Let's get it.
Don't buy.
Oh, that just floats. That is so smooth and rich and buttery. Like I said, the savoriness, that salty, just It's like a salty brine, but it's not over the top. Like I said, there's a sweetness on it that kind of cuts into that salty note. It's like a perfect blend, almost like not caramel corn. Yeah, kind of like caramel corn a little bit. That sweet and salty note with a little bit of smoke over the top, like like smoked caramel corn. I mean, it's not quite that sweet, but that is a delicious blend of flavors. That is nice. I really do like the Oban Bay Reserve, but man, now I'm going to have to pit the two side by side because I don't know. That one's really good, but this is delicious as well, and this is just out of the bottle. The Oban Bay Reserve changes a lot. From down, I mean, every time I go back, it's kind of a different experience. Kind of like the Kuryoshi 18. Like, these are just one of those jams where every time you go back, it's just a little bit different. I don't know if this is going to be like this, but this is exploding right out of the bottle with crazy flavors. And there's just a tinge of that peanut butter note on the background as well. Oh, that's really nice. There is zero kick. There's no tickle. There's nothing. I mean, it just floats down and that's it. I can see myself flying through this bottle. I really enjoy that flavor. Almost like a slightly more peated Glenlivet 12. I really like that Glenlivet 12 flavor profile. This is kind of like that with just a little bit more salty and briny and peaty. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of the peat, and this is just like Bunnahabhain 12, just tone that line perfect. Maybe just a pinch more than the 12, but still not too much. That is delicious. That is absolutely delicious. Wow. I have so many good flavors still waiting to be reviewed up here, but this one was just kind of calling me. I knew I might like it. I was really excited to open it up, and I am glad I did, because it has not let me down. Let's put a little water in it and see what happens. Drop of water. See if we can crack it open and activate it a little bit, get even more flavors out of it, but that's not going to be easy because it's already so flavorful. Yeah, like walking on the beach. Kind of tamp down all those aromas a little bit. Now it's just kind of like a salty walking down the beach nose. Seawater, oak, a little bit of peat. That's what I get with water on it. Seawater, oak, and a little bit of peat. Just a tiny little wisp of smoke on top of it. Yeah, the peated nose is kind of coming up a little bit. That water may have really activated it. It may taste a little more peaty with the water. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like that as much, but we're about to find out. Let's get it. Cheers. So smooth and silky. The peat didn't jump out. It almost turned it into a bit of a cocoa note, but just barely. Like, it's just that sweet, almost that confectionery sweetness over the top, like sweet peat, I guess is what the best way to describe it, like a sweet peat. But I keep saying peat and bringing that up. It is there, but it's not like knocking you back or punching you. It's not super heavy smoky or charred. It's definitely not that iodine Band-Aid peat. Like, it's just a nice smooth wisp of smoke over the top of a salty, briny, delicious sweet flavor. That's nice. No holding any of that back for the toast. We're going to have to pour some more in there because that's fantastic. Let's see how it holds up over some ice. Oh man, this one's so smooth and easy. I just don't even understand how you could put it over ice, but almost kind of like a sweet cherry oakwood almost. That did change a lot over the ice. Looks like a sandalwood note on there. Cherry, brown sugar, and oak. We don't want the ice to melt too much. Let's see how it is.
Roast.
Salty and oaky, briny. No sweetness. The sweetness kind of got crushed by the ice. It's almost more of a tart that comes in the back end. More of like an oaky, tannic pop. That was okay, but it definitely changed the flavor. That is a completely different flavor profile over ice. That changed more than most over the ice. It's a completely different thing. Went from sweet to more of a tart, savory situation. It wasn't bad, but I think I like this one neat the best. But it's not bad over ice. Water, it was okay, but definitely neat was amazing to me. For me, I'm definitely going to be drinking this one neat and enjoying it. Absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I got it for $42 down in Vegas when it cost $114 up here.
Nice.
So yeah, just absolutely smashed it. Best deal in whiskey I think I've ever gotten, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this bottle. Scale out of 1 to 10. Man, I'm going to have to give this a good solid 8.8. Reeling up to an 8.9. I'm going to have to spend a little more time with it and see it, but definitely a good solid 8.8 right out of the gate. Absolutely delicious, fantastic, and I'm looking forward to having a few drams of this one. That's going to do it for me. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. And until we see you in the next one, cheers.